How are my Biblios people doing today? Oh yeah? Oof. Well, we're going to war today. On to the review. Now, this movie review is a little bit different because I had to do a little bit more digging to get more facts and tidbits for you today. By the way, this cup of unassuming liquid is none other than my own Ray and Nephew White Overproof Rum, Jamaica, 63%. That's what I was drinking when I watched the movie. That's what I'm drinking now. Moving on. So, Without Remorse, 5.8% from IMDb, less than 6% out of 10. 45% from Rotten Tomatoes. This movie is on the brink of failure, and I'll explain why. It's because no one really knows the backstory. A lot of these movies that just come out, people just don't know. People who know, they know. People who don't know, just don't know. I would blame that on director. You know what I mean? I guess if this movie had a better director, you see more explosions, people like it, and they don't have no idea of the backstory. Just like how what was that movie with bad robot films with the Godzilla? Anyways, so here's the thing. What is Without Remorse? Without Remorse is a thriller novel written by Tom Clancy, published in 93. This movie goes back to 93. During the Vietnam War, it serves as an origin story of Mr. John Clark. Remember that name, it's going to be important. Recurring characters in the Ryanverse. Oh my god. I just hearing the word Ryanverse, but you'll understand in a second. Without Remorse introduces Clark as the former Navy SEAL John Kelly, and explains how he changed his name. Some people paid $14 million for the rights to this book, which send a record for just the single book, for paying for a single book, and of course, bestseller list. So, before I go into the trailer, you have a little bit knowing, okay, some of you, of course, probably have watched it already and watching this video. Some of you haven't, which I doubt. But if you're watching this video, it's probably because you've already watched the movie. On to the trailer. If you have a flashlight that makes a sound when you turn it on, my G, you paid too much for your flashlight. Well, they got him. Killed his pregnant wife. So, long story short, what happened is my boy goes over to, I think it was Iraq, thinking he was going to going into an operation, a mission, facing Middle Eastern enemies. Turns out they were Russian. One of his boys gets capped. He comes home, and these Russian operatives come to America, kill his boys and his pregnant wife. This woman, I'll tell you in a second, very important in the Ryanverse. Jodie Turner-Smith, Jamaican, British. Now you understand the connection while I was drinking today. Who plays She plays what's her name? She plays in the Ryan verse. She plays the niece of James Greer in the Ryan verse. Admiral James Greer. If you ever into Jack Ryan series, you understand that Admiral James Greer personally recruited both John Clark and Jack Ryan into the CIA. So now you know that connect. Back to this. Oh, by the way, she was also pregnant during the filming of this movie. Yeah. Time out. Okay, let me ask you something. If you're there to wash your face in a pool of water, yeah, and you do not see someone in the water in front of you while you're washing your face, how dirty does that water gotta be for you not to see that person? And or flip vice versa, you're the seal in the water to grab the man by the neck and pull him down. Anyways. You gotta be high up. You know how high you have to be? Another thing I want to mention real quick. The water training. Very important to be a SEAL is this water training. As a former Navy military person myself, I understand. Never went for SEALs, obviously, but Michael B said that in the whole training for this movie, this was the hardest training that he had to do, just the whole underwater training. And I can understand that. I feel that. I feel it. Okay, now this is one of these trailers where they just show you everything in the movie, obviously. Like in the middle of this trailer, literally in the middle of this trailer, they're showing you the end of the movie here, where he reveals a secret which could potentially be a sequel to the movie, which he announces that he's gonna form a special what do you call it, organization, which I'll get to in a second. Now this part in the movie kind of pisses me off, because you have this motherfucker crashing into a car, middle of an airport, mind you. People just walking, minding their business. They say, "Oh look, tow truck crashes into." Oh no, wait. Okay, he gets on top of the car and starts throwing gasoline on the car. End trailer. So, if you're gonna ask me, worth a watch? Definitely worth a watch. Why? You're gonna have to understand the universe of the Ryan verse, which is the Jack Ryan series. Technically, the Tom Clancy series. Let me explain. So I explained to you who James Greer was, which was the big guy who got John Clark and Jack Ryan into the CIA the first, right? But you have to a little bit understand about who John Clark really was. Back in the day, a lot of people played John Clark. And you can see who. So, John T. Clark, fictional character by Tom Clancy. Clark is Clancy's second most famous character after Jack Ryan. See? Potentially, the universe is... It could be Jack Ryan. It could happen. But it all depends on you, the viewer, watch the video. A little bit more about John Clark. You can see it's a second most famous character, been featured in many of his Ryan-verse novels. First time he appeared in Tom Clancy's novels was The Cardinal of the Kremlin, 1980 motherfucking 7. And then today, 1993, his story began in 1993 without remorse in that novel. John Clark has appeared in a number of other novels, such as The Sum of All Fears, which was played by what's this guy's name? You get it. You see what I'm saying? That guy. And then yet again appeared in Clear and Present Danger, played by, of course, William Dafoe. And you get it. And of course, Cardinal of the Kremlin. Of course, 1988. Where were you in 1988? That's why you don't enjoy this film, because you don't understand what happened. You don't understand. You didn't read the book. You didn't read the book. Neither did I, but that's besides the point. I didn't do my research. But anyways, moving on. Now, what happened at the end of the film is that when I showed you that one point where he was originally in the middle of the middle. Was it here? Nope. When he was standing at the end of the film, he alluded to creating an organization. Right here, he alluded to having to start an organization where apparently Jack Ryan becomes president, and then my boy becomes the head of an organization he put together called Rainbow. Top of the top people from all around the world, aka Rainbow, America, China, Russia, whatever, these people from around the world, which then became later part of Tom Clancy's series Rainbow Six. So, I believe if people actually knew about the series and knew about the books and knew what was going on, yes, we could be looking at, it'd be nice. Rainbow Six, the movie? Many people will know Rainbow Six the game, but Rainbow Six the movie? Or at least another movie leading to Rainbow Six with Jack Ryan? Oh, come on. I need another refill.